Hello guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. May God bless you all. My people, this is really shocking, so to say, that up to now, Malami, President Muhammadu Buhari, they are still ganging up against Nnamdi Kanu, despite court rulings that discharged and acquitted him. They have refused to release him because they feel that they have not gotten enough of what they would do to him. You understand? News reaching our desk right now says Nigerian Secret Police DSS deny Nnamdi Kanu medication for 4 days, expose him to chronic ulcer, heartburn. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, he can't tell Nigerians this one. So with this now, what do anybody wants to know again? That they want him dead. You understand? Ejiofor, who gave the update during his routine visit to Kanu in DSS custody in Abuja on Monday, said that Nnamdi Kanu had been denied his medication. You can imagine. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead lawyer to the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has raised the alarm over the brutality meted out to the IPOB leader by the operatives of the Department of the State Services DSS, which has kept him in custody. Ejiofor, who gave the update during his routine visit to Kanu in DSS custody in Abuja on Monday, said that Kanu had been denied his medication for the past 4 days despite court order to make sure he had access to his medication regularly. Ejiofor said the DSS has upgraded their psychological routine torture of Onyendo. As he narrated to me today, it is a fact and on record that Onyendo has been denied medication for the past 4 days. This inhuman treatment and grievous mental torture has consequently triggered the excruciating pains associated with chronic ulcer and heartburn, which Onyendo has equally been diagnosed of, in addition to other life-threatening health conditions that Onyendo is currently battling with. Today, 17th November 2022, marked it the 4th day that Onyendo is denied of his routine medication, and despite several protestation by Onyendo, which obviously fell on the deaf ears of the Lawless DSS, they have maintained a stone-hearted stance on not providing Onyendo with his requisite routine medication. Giving more updates on Kanu's detention after the October 13th April court ruling that discharged and acquitted the IPOB leader, Ejiofor said, "We visited Onyendo today, the 7th November 2022, at the DSS headquarters, Abuja, to specifically brief him on the status of the pending appeal before the Supreme Court, as well as bring to his noble attention that our legal team, eminently led by Chief Mike Uzekome-san, has equally filed a cross appeal within. We are inviting the Supreme Court to review certain aspects of the Court of Appeal judgment being appealed against." Onyendo was also informed that the federal government of Nigeria has ostensibly abandoned their appeal as the time allowed for them to file their appellant's brief is at the verge of elapsing, with no sign in sight that they are ready to take the bull by the horn. Other far-reaching strategies agreed upon to ensure that we give the federal government a hot chase for their incompetent appeal will remain private. Be that as it may, the routine visit afforded me the opportunity to carefully listen to Onyendo's complaint over his degenerating health condition, The DSS is now indirectly awaiting the unthinkable to happen to Onyendo, but God forbid. The world is hereby reminded once again that Onyendo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, had since on the 13th of October 2022 been illegally discharged and acquitted of all fraudulent and allegations contained in the 7-count amended charge framed against him by the federal government of Nigeria, and which small screen charge has equally been struck out by the Court of Appeal and laid to everlasting rest. What we found very disturbing to comprehend is why the federal government has refused to obey orders made by a court of competent jurisdiction, which directed them to immediately release Onyendo. Rather, the federal government has openly treated the court orders with greatest disdain and impunity. Our current demand to the DSS is simple. Onyendo should be allowed access to his personal physical, as was long ordered by the Federal High Court, Abuja. The lawless DSS has remained adamant and continued to unnecessarily subject Onyendo to inhuman, forbidding treatment, and this is totally unacceptable. We are likewise placing the world on notice that should anything untoward happen to Onyendo, the world should hold the federal government of Nigeria and the Director General of the DSS fully responsible, and should any harm befall Onyendo. Nevertheless, our formidable legal team, eminently led by our legal icon, Chief Mike Ozeko-Mensah, has already swung into action to legally address this lawless and reprehensible conduct by the DSS, and we are sure that no court in Nigeria would sanction this obvious act of executive lawlessness and recklessness. Onyendo also seeks the opportunity presented by the visit to express his profound gratitude to Chineke for standing firm with him in this trying period. He is more delighted with your peaceful and exemplary conduct thus far. Onyendo continues to urge you all to remain focused and law-abiding as you have always been, particularly now we are existing the turnaround. Be assured that it shall surely end in praises. Chineke, as the federal government has played their final card with strategy, is indeed on arrival, he said. So guys, for edit now. The lawless DSS of Nigeria is still, holding all their grievances on Onyendo, but you don't blame them. They are acting by instruction. Malami do not want to rest. Guys, kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you for always listening. Bye for now.